Welcome to this talk on tall building voice alarm evacuation by ASL. My name is Neil Voce and I'm the Head of Business Development at ASL. ASL is a voice alarm and commercial audio manufacturer based in Lewes in the UK, also with offices in Norway, Abu Dhabi, Hong Kong and Malaysia. Voice alarm consists of major components, microphones, routers, amplifiers, cabling and loudspeakers. If we look at each independent component, we can see how they've been adapted from standard public address to voice alarm. So the router, for example, has dual power supplies and information displays. The amplifiers are also monitored and include standby amplifiers to take over if an amplifier fails. The microphones include standardized indications to show that a message is taking place, that a voice alarm message is taking place, faults, availability, and again are dual powered. Loudspeakers are fitted with rear cover domes, often made from tough materials such as steel. This prevents debris from falling onto the loudspeaker, and the speakers themselves are fused and they use ceramic terminal blocks to stop cable melting. Cabling should be fire retardant. Different grades of fire retardant cable are available, but all the key things, the connection of fire microphones and loudspeakers, should be in fire retardant cable. Today, we're going to look at a case study of a typical multi-storey building. This multi-storey building is comprehensively covered with loudspeakers, so there are loudspeakers on every floor, wired per floor, and also we have stairwell loudspeakers wired in a vertical zone so that we can page the entire stairwell in one go. In the first instance, our fire alarm and voice alarm control are co-located at the base of the building. When a fire occurs, we can start to use messaging to encourage evacuation. We're asking people to evacuate on the level that fire has been detected, and on other floors we are asking people to remain where they are but giving them information around what's happening. So a fire has been detected on the 4th floor, wait for further instructions. On the stairwell, we're able to tell people to continue down the staircase and exit the building. One of the issues that we have is if the fire spreads, it can damage our riser in the building so that we can actually lose cabling to the upper levels. To overcome this, we can consider how to make the system more flexible by distributing the electronics throughout the building. We now have distributed amplification connected to distributed fire panels, each of which can operate autonomously. We express a preference for live messaging by responsible designated persons. A message that begins by introducing a fire commander, telling people what to do, ensures that people respond more efficiently to that than they do to any form of pre-recorded message. A key advantage of voice alarm is to have accurate and considered messaging tailored to each situation. So as our fire spreads potentially into a stairwell, we can instruct people to only use a different stairwell for evacuation purposes. This obviously gives us a great advantage over tone-based siren systems. The other advantage of voice alarm is that we are not just dealing with fire evacuation. There are many types of evacuation and even emergency situations which do not require evacuation that we can address using structured voice messages. For example, if we believe there's a threat outside the building, we can ask people to remain in that building and move away from windows. A voice alarm system can also respond to other events such as earthquakes, floods, high winds. Any situation that you can reasonably imagine as an emergency can be coped with because you have the flexibility of messaging. Instructions can be tailored to the occupants to match the emergency. Once we have distributed the system to various areas within the building, we can also consider how to harden the pathways between those sections. We can use a higher grade of fireproof cable. We can consider diverse routing. All of these aspects of how to maintain system operation in an emergency should be considered in the system planning stage. In summary, when you design a voice alarm system for a tall building, you should plan to succeed, consider all of the risks, and then be a part of that solution using your technology, working with other technologies for maximum benefit. And always give consideration to all the options. Consider how else you can manage a safe evacuation in an emergency. Thanks very much for listening.